name's Fields Mosley. I'm the communications director here. This is Chairman Bill Gates, Chairman of the Board of Supervisors. And the Board of Supervisors, by statute and agreement with the recorder, they are in charge of Election Day operations. I think most of you know that, but for those of you out of town, that's probably helpful to know. So anyway, the Chairman's been here all night. He's talked to a lot of you already, so I'll let him go ahead and take it away, and then we'll answer some questions.
Thank you so much, Fields. Thanks to everyone for being here. And first of all, I just want to say thank you to the 3,000 temporary workers, all of our permanent workers, so many people who worked today to make this a very successful day. That we had a lot of stuff thrown at us, and these folks here did just an incredible job. So I want to make sure that everybody knows that. And I want to thank all the voters who came out today. Again, and dealt with some challenges. And I want to start right off by saying, again, we apologize to those voters who were inconvenienced by some of the things that occurred today, but we feel very confident that every voter had the opportunity, who showed up with ID, every voter had the opportunity to vote and have their vote counted. So that is extremely important to all of us, that no one was disenfranchised today. Giving you a few numbers, we've had up to this point about 245,000 people who have voted in person, and we do have several locations out there where people were in line. The voters were in line at 7 p.m., so they're still waiting in line to vote. So that number will go even higher. We also have many people that dropped off their early ballots today at one of our vote centers. We don't have those figures at this point, but once we do, that's something that we will be in a position to report. But I want to set some expectations, and I want everyone to be patient this evening. As you know, everyone's been voting out in vote centers today. Again, some of those vote centers are still active. People are voting. The workers out in those vote centers will not be in a position to start to break down everything out there until the voting has been completed. And then those memory drives are going to be brought in by bipartisan groups in here, okay? So as we have been announcing all week, we will have our first drop of ballots. The first vote tallies will be reported at approximately 8 p.m. Those are going to be early ballot reports. These are early ballots that we received as of Friday, everything we had received before last Friday. So there will be a significant number of votes that will be reported at that time. Then the next time you see numbers, those are going to be numbers of the votes that, again, these are people who went in to the vote centers today and voted via the tabulator. We don't have exact times on that, but maybe roughly, every hour and a half or so going through the evening and then into the early morning. So again, I want people to be prepared for that. Hopefully finishing up all of those, reporting all of the in-person votes today that people voted through one of these tabulators in the wee hours, 2 or 3 in the morning. Then tomorrow morning, we'll be doing a few things. First of all, we're going to get those ballots that went in here to box number 3. And those ballots, we'll be looking at those, making sure there isn't any adjudication that needs to take place, and then we will begin tabulating those box 3 votes tomorrow morning. And then also all of those ballots, the early ballots that have come in, certainly came in today. We will have Recorder Richard's team going through all of that signature verification and everything that needs to be done. Again, this is a team here, and that's how we operate as a team. We have some separate statutory responsibilities, but we have worked as an entire team. And even Eddie Cook, our county assessor, is here. So that's the way that we work here at Maricopa County. So again, as I've told some of you today, we anticipate about 95 to 99% of the ballots will be counted by this Friday. So again, we've asked for people's patience. People should not be expecting final results. There are still many, many ballots to be counted even after today. But we ask for everyone's patience in the process. We thank all of the campaigns up to this point for their professionalism. We assume that we're going to continue to see that through the next few days.